Hi and welcome back to another video from Digital Spy. Well, it's over. I don't know about you, but I kind of wish the Scarlet Witch would put me in a world in which Wandavision never ends. For a show that primarily deals with grief, we imagine there are quite a few Marvel fans out there doing their own bit of mourning right now. But Wanda's story is not over. Not really. Judging from the finale of the show, it looks like her impact will be felt all across the MCU, from Doctor Strange 2 and the Multiverse of Madness, all the way through to Captain Marvel 2. So come with us as we use our vision gaze to look further ahead into the film series and also really examine those two post-credit scenes. So first of all, let's take a deep dive into just exactly what happened during the Wandavision finale. As the fight against Agatha Harkness plays out, Wanda comes to terms with the damage she has wreaked on the residents of Westview. In a brief act of redemption, the newly crowned Scarlet Witch starts to undo her hex, then realises that she tied her family to this world. No hex means no more Vision, and no more Billy or Tommy either. Meanwhile, the new Vision and White Vision continue to battle in the skies above Westview, but while they talk, Wanda's Vision realises that the pair are too evenly matched, and the only way to defeat White Vision is by making him realise that they are both Vision in their own way. Are you still with us? If he is to kill the Vision, then he would have to kill himself too. This surprisingly philosophical debate ends with White Vision's memories restored. "I am Vision," he declares before flying off to God knows where. Does this mean our Vision from the movies is now alive and well again? Or does he still lack emotions like his comic book counterpart? Whatever the answer, what we do know is that this isn't the last we've seen of White Vision. As Wanda continues to fight Agatha, Spectrum/Monica, and our future Young Avengers hold off the sword units who have now invaded Westview.
Boys, handle the military. Mommy will be right back.
Oh, what a line. And off Wanda goes, using the mind tricks we last saw in Age of Ultron to trap Agatha in a nightmare world. Although that backfires, the Scarlet Witch headgear appears, showing that Wanda is now fully accepting her true power. Agatha promises Wanda that she will correct the flaws in the Hex, allowing the Maximoff family to live in peace. All Wanda has to do is give up her power, her chaos magic. Of course, Agatha was lying all along, sang to the tune of her catchy ditty. It's been Agatha all along. "This world you made will always be broken, just like you," she cackles. Of course, Wanda knew that Agatha couldn't be trusted. To defeat Catherine Hahn's deliciously camp witch, Wanda used Agatha's own knowledge against her, casting runes on the Hex walls, cutting out her magic entirely. In a callback to an earlier conversation with Agatha, she says, "In a given space, only the witch who cast them can use her magic. Thanks for the lesson." Now that Wanda has fully embraced the Scarlet Witch's power, it comes with a snazzy new costume and a warning from Agatha before her mind is locked away in Westview. For now though, let's embrace Wanda's crimped hair and the moving way she's finally taken ownership of her mistakes. Determined to set things right and release those under her control, Wanda slowly pulls the Hex back again, and this time doesn't change her mind halfway through. Cue an emotionally devastating goodbye when Wanda and Vision put their children to bed, knowing that they are about to be erased from existence forever. "Boys, thank you for choosing me to be your mum," Wanda says, and yet we cried. We don't see them die exactly because this is Marvel, but it's still extremely harrowing to know these mini-Avengers have breathed their last. Or have they? Family is forever, Wanda reminds us, which is why the next goodbye is even harder to watch. Vision switches on a light because it's bad luck to say goodbye in the dark, and then they do exactly that, say goodbye. But before this version of Vision is erased from Westview, Wanda finally explains what he really is. "You, Vision, are the piece of the Mind Stone that lives in me. You are a body of wires and blood and bone. You are my sadness and my hope, and mostly, you're my love." Vision sheds a single tear, which is pretty remarkable given how dehydrated we were following that devastating moment. But maybe this isn't the end for Vision either. "I have been a voice with no body," he says, "a body but not human, and now a memory made real. Who knows what I might be next?" Don't be surprised if this second Vision also returns at some stage. After everything fades away, all that's left is Wanda standing in that empty plot of land again, empty like our tear ducts. Everyone who has been freed from their brainwashing is understandably angry and afraid of Wanda in equal measure, except Monica, who understands exactly why she did what she did. And with that, Wanda flies away in her Scarlet Witch outfit, taking one last look at Westview before moving on to pastures new. Should she be punished for what she did to that small town? Yes, absolutely. Although no one ever seems to talk about all the people that heroes like Iron Man have killed in the line of duty, so maybe we should let Wanda off this one time. The first post-credit scene focuses primarily on Monica and Jimmy Woo. Darcy has already left Westview, which is unfortunate as her character absolutely deserved more screen time in the finale. but at least Hayward was captured thanks to her, and now we see his arrest unfold thanks to Jimmy's friends at Quantico. Monica is then approached by a stranger who suspiciously asks if they can speak privately in the cinema. It turns out that this human-looking official isn't human at all. They're a Skrull who was sent by an old friend of your mother's. Yep, this new character is definitely talking about Talos, another Skrull who played a big role in the first Captain Marvel movie. This scene sets up Monica's upcoming journey into space, where she will meet Talos and possibly Nick Fury too, probably aboard the spaceship seen at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. Does this mean Spectrum/Monica will become the new Captain Marvel like she does in the comics? Quite possibly, but before that happens, expect a team up between her and Brie Larson's character in the near future. Monica absolutely deserves this, as we still didn't get to see much of her newfound potential in WandaVision's final episode. But another scene which is even more important comes straight after, at the very end of the credits. Here, we come across Wanda casually making tea in a cute house by a lake, big Thanos vibes. She ditched the superhero outfit for some cosy looking casual wear, which makes a lot of sense given all she's been through. You enjoy your tea, Wanda. Except, that's not really Wanda, or at least, not the true Wanda. Because we then discover that there's another Wanda in the back room, casually floating in the air while she reads through the Darkhold book. Is the first Wanda just an illusion designed to hide her from the authorities? That's unclear still. But what we do know is that as the Scarlet Witch flicks through the book, we suddenly hear Billy's voice scream, "Help, help me." Whether these words come from Wanda's memory, or whether she's actually hearing a version of Billy scream out with his powers right now, it's clear that Wanda's goal is to bring her children back. If anything can help her, it's the Darkhold. But didn't Wanda watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Marvel's Runaways? If she had, then she would know that this Book of the Damned corrupts the minds of those who use it. This is worrying, because Marvel has already fed, at least partly, into the unstable powered woman trope up to this point. If Wanda's quest does indeed turn her evil, then we're looking at yet another female superhero who's being punished for being stronger than the men. Whether that happens or not, the Darkhold draws power from other dimensions, and with Wanda's confirmed involvement in Doctor Strange's next movie, it seems that her meddling here will somehow break reality, creating a multiverse of madness. Agatha did say earlier, if you remember, that Wanda has no idea what she's unleashed by accepting the Scarlet Witch's power. Although the mechanics behind this are still a little fuzzy, it appears that this combination of chaos magic and Darkhold energy will become key to the MCU moving forward. Oh, and we also now know that Evan Peters wasn't really playing an alternate version of Pietro. But that doesn't mean WandaVision hasn't still set up crossovers with the X-Men and Fantastic Four in future films. Sounds good, right? Well, if Agatha is worried, then we should be too, because nothing phases that iTunes topping witch. But at the end of the day, maybe it's all worth it if Wanda can bring back her children. As she said, family is forever, and Lord knows the MCU needs more LGBTQ+ representation moving forward. Will this happen in the second season of WandaVision? Probably not, as the end of this show seems like a closed chapter for now. But either way, bring on adult Billy, bring on adult Tommy, and bring on the whole Young Avengers team. Multiverse be damned. That's all we've got time for now. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to stay up to date with everything Digital Spy does with the MCU. We'll see you next time!